Hey guys, this is Kaiser. Welcome to another tutorial. This time I'd like to talk about core strength and penetrating strikes. But before starting, I'd like to point that there's a guide in the DC forums you can check and read it for more technical information. The poster name is Shiny McCarroll. Anyways, if you want to read this, the link is in the description of this video. Okay, so let's get started and open your ears. First of all, there is a common mistake with the understanding of core strength. Core strength increases at 10% damage, yes, but not of your overall damage. It increases the damage modifier of your power, and this is really important. It not increases your damage in the overall, it increases your damage modifier of your power. This is really important. So what means this? This means that if you are using a skill with 35% modifier, using core strength will increase it to 45%. If you are using a skill giving a 50% modifier, it will be 60% instead. Okay, so now we should understand where core strength increases the damage. And we need now to understand what this implies. This means that the real, and yes, I underline real, the real damage core strength is adding is different. For example, for a 35 modifier skill, core strength increases it to 45%, which means that your actual real, and yes, this time real damage increase is 1.45 divided by 1.35, all of this minus 1, and all of this again plus 100. And this is 7.4% damage. This means that the maximum damage you are going to get increased by core strength is 7.4 and not 10%. This must be super clear. And for example, for a 50% skill modifier with core strength, it will be 60%. So the real damage increase is 1.6 divided by 1.5, all of this minus 1 and all of this plus 100, which is 6.66%. And the most important conclusion here is that core strength is losing effectivity when the damage modifier is increasing. Yes, believe it or not, this is how it works. So clear your mind to assimilate these new concepts, because I guess you guys are now in shock, but we need to continue with penetrating strikes. But before, a little brief about how defense is working in this game. In this game, all mobs have a minimum of 15% armor or 1056 defense. All mobs in this game, all the adds. So, penetrating strikes ignores 528 defense, which is half of the minimum mob defense. This means that penetrating strikes ignores the 7.5% of the mob's armor. Okay, so penetrating strikes ignores half of the minimum base defense, and it turns the 15% mob defense into 7.5 mob defense. And I'm talking about the minimum values. Okay, so now is where the things turns interesting. The increased damage you get by using penetrating strikes increments when the mob defense increases. And this is super important, because the highest tier the mob is, the highest damage you will make on it. So, the minimum damage increase you will get is, imagine the mob defense is completely full, 100%. With penetrating strikes, you ignore 7.5%, so 100 minus 7.5 divided by 100 minus 15% without penetrating strikes, all of this minus 1 and all of this plus 100. And this is 8.8%, but this is the minimum. 8.8% is the minimum damage increase you get by using penetrating strikes, which is 1.4 more damage, 1.4% more damage than the maximum you get with core strength. So, in the highest tiered rates, the percentage is way higher, way better. So basically, After watching this video, you need to go ASAP to your base and change your core strength for penetrating in strikes. I assure you that your damage will increase for sure, and believe me in this. So this is all, I hope you like it, and see you soon.